Good morning, students. Welcome to the Board of Studies ICAI section, that is BoS for success. This is a foundation paper 3, Business Mathematics, Logical Reasoning and Statistics. Myself, Dr. N.V. Ravi, Faculty, Board of Studies. In this section, I am going to guide certain points which is related to the foundation paper 3, Business Mathematics, Logical Reasoning and Statistics. Certain tips, examination point of view, I would like to give in this section. Please watch carefully, which will helpful you for further examination attempting in the January 24 examination. According to the foundation paper, the syllabus, Business Mathematics, Logical Reasoning and Statistics has divided into 3 sections actually. Section A, Business Mathematics, carrying 40 marks. Section B, Logical Reasoning, carrying 20 marks, and Statistics carrying 40 marks. Total 100 marks, which is you have to complete in 2 hours of the examination timings. This 100 marks is completely MCQ, multiple choice question paper, and all questions should be carry on 1 mark each. And we have to attempt within this all these questions within a specified time, that is 2 hours of the examination. And there is a negative marks of 0.25 carrying for every wrong answer. This is a 100% analysis and application based paper also. And now come to the point. These points are actually already discussed. That is business mathematics, logical reasoning both are combined 60 marks, and statistics has 40 marks. Now, further the important guidelines coming to the examination. These are also I had shared in. This is a 100 marks question paper. Each one carries 1 marks, that is 4 choices, of which 1 should be correct actually. Is there any negative marks for CA foundation? Yes, there is a negative marks for paper 3 and paper 4, and reduction of 0.25 for the every wrong answer. And there is in examination guideline, multiple darkened circles will also be treated as wrong responses in this paper also, even in the paper 3 and paper 4 also. Further, what is the duration of the examination timings means? As already told, this is the examination timings is the 2 hours, and there is no reading time also be given. 15 minutes generally giving in the paper 1, paper 2 papers, whereas the paper 3 and paper 4, there is no reading time is giving. You have to attempt directly questions with seeing also. And what is the section weightage? And if you look at the categories, 40, 20, 40, that is 40 marks for business mathematics, 20 marks for logical reasoning, and 40 marks for statistics. Now coming to the weightage scenario, the allotted weightage for each topics is to be followed. And the first section A is business mathematics 40 marks, ratio and proportions, logarithms and anti-logarithms and indices, equations, linear and quadratic up to 3 variables, under 3 variables, cubic equations, one variable, linear inequalities in one variable, and the solution space optimal solution. These are all carrying combined of 20 to 30% weightage of 40 marks. That means 8 to 12 questions. 12 questions may be giving weightage for these questions actually. 12 questions weightage may given for these chapters actually. And next is the time value of money. This is a very important topic for the examination point of view also. This major weightage is coming from this chapter related to the business mathematics also. This is 12 to 416 marks. That is 30 to 40% marks of 40 marks. That is 12 to 16 marks will be carrying from this section. Next is permutation, combinations, sequences and series, sets, relations and functions, basic applications of differential and integral calculus. Here already we are excluded in the syllabus also, that is since last many years trigonometric applications is not part of the syllabus also. 12 to 20 marks will be arising, maximum of 12 to 20 marks in the portion of the permutation, combinations, sequence, series and sets, relations, basic applications of differential calculus will be asking from these chapters. Next one is logical reasoning. This is a very important and easy in terms of scoring the examination also, and you may feel comfort in the chapter also. That is number series, coding, decoding, odd men out, direction test, seating arrangements, maximum of 12 to 14 marks, and minimum. Next one is blood relations. This is 6 to 8 marks will be carrying from this section. Next, coming to the statistics portion, whole weightage is 40 marks. Now sections divided under is section 1, statistical representation of data, measures of central tendency and dispersion, which carries 18 to 20 marks, that is 45 to 50% of weightage. Next one is probability and theoretical distributions. In this binomial, Poisson and basic applications related to this, and normal distribution and basic applications are also. 10 to 12 marks weightage is coming given to these topics also. And finally, correlation, regression. This chapter weightage also given 4 to 6 marks. Index numbers are also given 4 to 6 marks. Here time series is mentioned, but the time series is not part of the syllabus, which was already omitted from the syllabus. Now, you may contact anything related to this subject. You can contact me, my landline, office landline number also, any days, like working days, Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 5:30 p.m. That is except in holidays, public holidays, 012030459449. And advanced reading time for the mathematics, this paper-3, 15 minutes generally provided in the papers like accounting and law, they were providing, whereas this MCQ based paper, they were not given any advanced time. Please keep it this very important guidance for you. And next important thing, many students may ask about whether the calculator is allowed in foundation examination. Use of calculator candidates be allowed. It is subject to the calculator can be any type of 6 functions, 12 digits, up to 2 memories. These only some specification has given, guidelines has given by the examination department. According to that, you have to strictly follow, and scientific calculators having more features and that kind of things cannot be allowed also be. And whether the paper 3, paper 4 and the paper, is it allowed as per the practice? Actually, institute practice, actually we are not posting any previous question papers related to any MCQ paper also. Next, general guidelines I would like to suggest. Before going to examination, just check out thoroughly the completeness and clarity, the language of the question. Be clear. If it is ambiguous, that kind of questions will be taken care by the institute, and that kind of weightage will be given if it is wrong. Subject to the ultimately examination committee will be decided. Adequate attention should be also given drafting, and whether these are all can be taken, all should be taken into syllabus point of view only we can give. For difficult topics like, important suggestion is for difficult topics like permutation combinations. Generally, students may feel that these are the topics we are not able to understand, but these are all real logical development topics which may helpful for you also. The time value of money, this is the very, very, very important and a good weightage topic. And theoretical distributions are also binomial, Poisson, and normal distributions, differentiation and integration, probability. My advice is actually, it is a general advice I give every time to the students when they ask by mail or telephone calls. I refer always that you follow the study material and with all examples can thoroughly prepared and practice well, and majorly all logical things or questions are developed based on the examples given in the study material only. The questions are also thoroughly examples, questions can be thoroughly practiced also be. Don't ignore that. These questions are also be asked actually. The main base is the examples and illustrations and formulas, and above all, their merits, demerits, limitations of each topics are very important. And once you completed this kind of number of times, you revise the whatever things actually has been practiced, which will help and refresh the memory so that you remember everything, even under the exam stress also. Study materials of ICAI mock test papers, which are available in the institute's website, or that is the BoS mobile app also. And above all, actually, now the MCQ portal also be developed in the in the institute's website also, BoS mobile also, mobile app also, MCQ practice. Each topic wise, you have number of questions were given also. That gives the test your knowledge and improve relevant areas where you are to concentrate also. My suggestion to non-math students, you prepare all the topics. If you feel, don't ignore any kind of topics also. Apart from that, actually, in the examination conditions, you have to concentrate on the logical reasoning, simple topics of business mathematics, stats topics, all examples given in the study material, concentrate on them, and number of times try and practice these exercises, and you prepare according to the weightage of marks, whatever the topics you are comfort, you prepare your own notes with your own, revise your own handwriting notes. Definitely that may give you the confidence and don't use the any kind of uh, things like uh, that, like online platforms. They may misguide something, but be concentrate, be self motivate yourself. uh, that will, don't waste your questions or not those which are time consuming also, and concentrate on the your own way. That is main motto is to clear this examination. Further, any doubts in this paper, you may mail or you may contact the already landline number has given by ICAI number also. And you may mail us nvravi@ica.in also. That may I can respond to your calls also. Even in BoS mobile app also, we students' queries are also posting, and we are responding very well. And we are as on today, even 1,500 students we have contacted also with that, and we are responded also with many students were benefited also this. Now coming to these sections, what kind of type of topics that may come from the ratio proportions actually. What is ratio? Ratio between two quantities is denoted by A is to B. What is the compound ratio of A is antecedent, B is a consequent, like that we can pronounce actually. Suppose component ratio of two ratios are compared with, then compound ratio of A is to B is to C is to D is AC is to BD. Suppose when you want to know the duplicate ratio, A square is to B square, and the duplicate ratio of A is to B. Subduplicate ratio means root A is to root B, and triplicate ratio means it is a cube. A cubed is to B cubed. It's called triplicate ratio is cube root of A is to cube root of B. Already you knew very well. These examples are also given in the study material also. Here, next is coming to the proportion. A, B, C, D are in proportion. A by B equal to C by D. Two ratios are comparing, they are in proportions. That is product of extremes equal to product of middle. And ABCD ABCR, this is a very important examination point of view also. This question is very important. Like this is like if ABC are this is a very important aspects that we can cover in the examination point of view also. That is what I would like to say. This is A by B equal to B by D, B square equal to AC. B is the mean proportional between the A and B. C is called the third proportion. And B is the mean proportional between A and B. C is called the third proportion. A by B equal to B by C, then A plus B by A minus C, A minus B, C plus D by C. This is called compound and dividend also B. And coming to the properties, like in study material, if you look at, these are all given actually. Study material, if you look at the topics related to this, end of the summary is given actually. Summary. A ratio is comparison of two sizes or more sizes is called kind of division actually. If A and B are actually The ratio compounded is A is to B equal to C is to D, AC is to the ratio of itself is called duplicate ratio. All this mentioned here in the summary portion of the summary area of this study material. Just concentrate on this part also. This is helps to you for majorly understand this topic like each while reviewing also be. This may help in understanding the each topic also be. What are the proportions when if the proportions of four quantities they are in proportions, if actually four quantities A, B, C, D are in proportion, A is to B equal to C, C is to D. These are the called, they are in proportions actually. What is the cross product rule? And each one you have to prepare thoroughly also be. And properties of proportion, look at these properties are also be. And these are also be very important in the examination point of view also be. And here, look at this example, the T sum related to this example, like this example, like a dealer mixes costing of 6.92 per kg, costing of 7 kg, sells mixer of 8.8 per kg, 17 point. What is the proportion of mixer made them actually? Look at this. These kind of examples are also very, very important also in the examination point of view. And this 11, question number 11 type, 11, 12 type, majorly these kind of values are frequently asking in the examination also be. This is also be simple actually. The sum of all these things and A plus B plus C by all what we get actually 4 plus 5 plus 9 by 9. Okay, that is 18 by 2, that is 2. Okay, sum up of all the things and sum up of all factors, that is. Like that way, we have to, what is A plus, this is the what kind of property related to actually. If you look at these properties are also be everything given, what is compoundendo, dividendo, which kind of properties it is applicable. Based on that, you have to solve these questions are also be. And next, coming to the indices also be chapters. Indices, laws of indices, 4 laws of indices are also be given. And based on that, how these problems can be, that is one is simple property, that is law 1, law, what is the a power m into a power n equal to a power m plus n. And second law is just law 2, you have to play a power m by a power n, m is greater than n, then a power m minus n. Then law 3 like that, a power m whole to the power of n, a to the power of mn. And law 4, ab whole to the power of n, a power n into b power n. Like that way, you have to remember these questions, these properties, and apply wherever it is required also be. Next, then you simply go to the questions of like 18 and 9, 20, all these examples, 23 also be, 24, 25. These are all major important questions. Then practice well accordingly, even 27. All these questions are based on the laws of indices properties, law 3 or law. This is also be simple that a power x like that, it is equal to k, that assuming that like that, if we xyz equal to 1, like that, this property also be applied actually. This is also very important, easy sum also be, and this is x power a minus b into a square plus ab plus, this is coming as a square a cubed a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. This is a cubed minus b cubed plus b cubed minus c cubed, and Okay. A cubed minus b cubed, x power a cubed minus b cubed. This is x power b cubed minus c cubed, x power c cubed minus a cubed. All will be getting cancelled, and which is equal to x power 0 equal to 1. This is the answer actually. Now, some queries were received from the students. That is like, I'm just naming them actually. Mr. Amar Prajapati. And sir, logical reasoning study material questions are come in examen, or other type of reasoning questions are also come in the examination. Please look at the student. Actually, this Mr. Amar, the question is logical reasoning, whatever the syllabus like the given, like it is a number series, coding, decoding, odd man out, seating arrangement, direction test, and finally blood relation. Based on this, whatever the logic is questions related, that will be coming actually. And another one, Miss R. Satya. Miss Satya, sir, will the question paper be divided into section A, section B, section B, or jumbled? Because in mock test papers, it is given in the same order. Kindly clarify, sir. Just for the sake of just a weightage understanding, actually, I had given followed the actually. Whereas in the examination point of view, the questions like jumbled questions only, but the weightage or same weightage are followed. Please don't see that this is the pattern is followed. They may be like jumbled, they may be like any kind of pattern will be, but jumbled questions means questions and maybe changed in 4 sets differently also. Next is somebody was asking that problems are, I am getting problems in differentiation and integration chapter also. Then I will tell you how to take the these problems can be solved and at the end of this section also be. And I am from somebody was asking about, I am non-math student Sneha Gupta, and I am unable to understand actually. And already I suggested the non-math students actually, while attempting this examination, don't fear about this is a completely rocket science of like a complete theoretical IIT or JEE kind of examination also be. It's just for testing the simple logic in the field of mathematics and the logic reasoning and statistics. Just basic things only be testing. Don't take it like it's a very pure mathematics or pure statistics examination questions are asking actually, like science students or like for engineering preparing or like IIT or JEE examination like that. But this is a basically just up to 10th class SSLC or 10th or CBSE board syllabuses only. Based on that, the questions are asking actually. This extension of that syllabus only. Only certain topics are little elaborated, that is related to statistics, distributions like normal distributions and etc. But those topics are also now there is covering in the CBSE like a 12th class syllabus that is in the applied mathematics also. This syllabus already there in the applied mathematics syllabus of a CBSE also. Most of the topic, if you look at the CBSE's 12th class applied mathematics and 11th class applied mathematics, all these aspects are once go through that, topics are also, these topics are already there in the actually for the commerce students who wants to pursue for chartered accountancy also, that may definitely help also. And it's short calculations and rough sheets also be provided in the last pages of the question paper also. Calculator is just guidelines also be given. Will get the solve question papers. Actually, solve question paper regarding these question papers, I had already told students. Okay, these are the just students' questions. Further, I proceed to the topics related to the logarithms are also be. Logarithms are also be very important. 2-3 important questions definitely coming from this 2, 3, maximum 2 to 3. 3 is the maximum questions, make questions asked in the examination point of. Suppose 2 power 4 equal to 16. This is the 2 base. This can be written as log 16 base 2 equal to 4. This is the main fund of this logarithm. And from these logarithms equations are also be logarithm properties are also be given. That is fundamentals laws of logarithms. Suppose log mn base a equal to log m base a plus log n base a, and log m by n base a equal to log m base a plus minus. Suppose division comes, then here minus sign is coming here, and log n base a, and other properties like suppose log m base a whole to the power, this power n, log m power n base a equal to n of log m base a. And suppose nothing is given, base means it is base is 10 only. And next one is change of base. Suppose log a m base a equal to, without disturbing that, we can write as m base b log b base a. Here interchanging this like that, and without disturbing the value. This b and this b can be constant, and log m base a will be coming here also be. These can be expressed as like this manner also be. And further logarithmic tables also vary, just some definitions what is called. The logarithm has consists of two parts. One part is integral part and the other parts are theoretical. The decimal part is called mantissa, whereas the former part can be as inspection is called characteristics. The main part is integral part is characteristics and decimal part is mantissa, which is to be seen from the logarithmic tables also be. And please look at all these things, and which is already I told how the examination questions are also be asking. This is just this example, these examples all you have to thoroughly prepare, and these kind of examples are also be important. This log 16 example, 16 and 15, 18, 17, 19. Just thoroughly go through it, and if any doubts, call me to this landline number of BoS studies also be, and you may mail us also be. I will guide you also. Next, every time students are asking some questions about the sir, whether additional question bank in the study material is necessary to practice. If you look at the chapters, actually, certain topics actually, like first chapter, second chapter, and majorly like a permutation combination and sequence series, and like a differential and integral calculus. Certain topics only for practice purpose to understand the subject. Many number of questions were given in the additional question banker also. Some of the questions are really agreed. They are very lengthy questions. The questions are very lengthy actually before 1 minute. Such kind of questions are also be, you should not concentrate on the questions. And just if you want knowledge for knowledge purpose, you may just practice or also be. But those questions are lengthy and time taking, and just for understanding the subject purpose, knowledge purpose, you may practice or also be. Many questions from these additional bank questions in the first chapter 1. Here only certain questions are given related to the equations, and that is for indices chapter, and logarithms only questions were given actually. All these questions are for knowledge and practice purpose. You may do it. It's a good for also. Further coming to the equations, and equations 3 to 4 questions are coming from the equation chapters also. And what kind of questions are like related to what? Quadratic questions, nature of the roots. So quadratic equation means second degree equation. This quadratic equation question is like that nature of the roots and construction of the quadratic equation, roots of the quadratic equation, and suppose simultaneous equation method, and these are the types of equations. But when coming to the examination point of view, majorly questions are related to the third degree polynomial equation and second degree that is quadratic equation, and based on that question only asking in the examination. So we have already equation type means linear. What is linear equation? Simple 1 degree, second degree quadratic, on third degree cubic x cubed plus bx square plus. And if you want to find the roots of the first degree, second degree, first only one root will be coming actually. Second degree for two roots will be coming. We can find out. For third degree, we can find 3 degrees, 3 equations, 3 can be find out actually. And that is like minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, quadratic equation. The root will be minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. For sum of the roots and product of the roots, sum of the roots is minus b by a, product of the roots is c by a. And the discriminant b square minus 4ac is called discriminant, and b is greater than or equal to 0, greater than 0, roots are real, and b square minus 4ac are roots are equal, b square minus 4ac are less than 0, roots are imaginary. And b square is a perfect square, then roots are rational. These are the actually about the nature of the actually roots when discussed. Now coming to this chapter equation, what kind of questions are generally asking in the examination point of view also. Please work out these examples are also based on that ages question related to and 2 digits related questions and certain commodity, what is the demand supply, and these ages related to and property related to and how it can be solved also be. And next, when it comes to the quadratic equations, what kind of questions are asking also we earlier we have discussed also be. And about the nature of the roots, how to construct the quadratic equation, all these things, this examination exam the nature of the roots actually. When it comes the b square minus a is 4ac is greater than 0, we can conclude the roots are real and unequal also. Such kind of conclusions are to be given in the examination point of view. This is also the important question. Please thoroughly see this, how we can solve this, such kind of problems also. This. And next, coming to the cubic equation questions, and about the first one value substituted, and rest of the equations can be solved it also. One question may are asking in this examination from related to the cubic equation. Next one is linear inequalities chapter. From this chapter, actually, you have to find out the inequalities related to the whether the greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 0, or equal to 0, or greater than 0 or less than 0. That is the general conditions of various linear inequalities actually. This has to convert into the equalities and types of inequalities where these can be bounded functions, and they have to solve also be 2-3 questions where this problem will be solving actually. Next one is mathematics of finance or time value of money. This is a very, very important and a crucial topic. related to time value of money. The time value of money, about the time value of money, I had already told you about this section. This weightage of the mass is majorly coming from this topic also. Simple interest, compound interest, effective rate of interest, annuity are the various type. Annuity types when it is payment is first time and beginning of year and end of the period, and other further sinking funds, leasing, capital expenditure, and valuation of bonds. Future value of annuity and the present value of annuity, present value of future value of annuity due, future present value of annuity due, and effective rate of interest. All these topics are very important for the examination point of view also. Please look at this. All the examples are also, and these are all very important in the examination point of view also. Don't miss any examples and practice all the examples here and thoroughly prepare it also. And effective rate of interest, how it is can be solved, and shortcuts are also be given related to exam the effective rate of interest also be, and how it can be converted also be. Further, in the same topic, present values and future values are also very important. Present value of annuity regular, present annuity immediate, sinking fund, applications, further perpetuity, what is perpetuity, and perpetuity related questions, calculate of perpetuity when growth rate even r equal to I minus g. These kind of questions are also be asked in the recently in the examination also be. And net present value for the nominal return rate of return, effective rate of return, compound CAGR also be. Please look at these sums are also very important, and further proceed. Further regarding this chapter, I would like to suggest, my dear students, if you look at in this BoS knowledge portal, we are Board of Studies faculties provided are like in the each topic capsules are also published by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. If you look at in the portal, you get the subject-wise summary of capsules are also done. Whereas this topic has given major questions, some of them are asking about the examples and with their solutions are even for the questions solutions are also many important questions, even additional question banks solutions related to this topic are given in that capsule for the foundation paper also. Please look at and verify, and it will be definitely gained there actually. And basic concepts next coming to the permutation and combinations are also big. Basic concepts of permutations and combinations are also be very important. Coming to this topic of foundation, the fundamental principles, multiplication rule, addition rule, permutations, what is permutations, properties of permutations, circular permutations, permutations with restrictions, combinations, properties of combinations are all just go through it, and where it is applied, just you go through it carefully, and then you can understand the concept also be. And where is the properties? Just look at these permutations are also be, and what process of arrangements are made, what is circular permutations, like permutations, And next one is number of sets containing n elements means total number of possible subsets is suppose n elements are there, then possible subsets are 2 power n, and number of proper sets are 2 power n minus 1. Number of non-trivial sets are 2 power n minus 2. Equal sets, equivalent sets. These are all related to the sets relations functions, but just go through sets relations functions are also be in this topic also be 3 to 4 questions compulsorily asking. One is sets, one is relation, one is functions. Actually, maximum of 4 questions may be coming from this topic. Actually, it's easy. Simply understand the examples, and then by using the um, MCQs which are given in the study material, by practicing it, and you can easily attempt in the examination also. And how these the relations related to the questions are also be coming actually. Next, coming to the topic sequence and series. Sequence and series, this also sequence, series, arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and how the sequence means how the series is, the sequence can be going in a certain principle. The nth term can be defined where it can be followed or also be. And this can be explained. Now coming to the sequence chapter, actually, what is sequence? An order of collection of numbers actually is called a sequence according to some collection of numbers which has followed some term sequence correspond to the value of natural numbers actually. And these are all definitions point of view. Actually, see now you can how this a sequence of even positive integers can be followed. Sequence of odd even positive integers can be followed, and a series how it is can be mentioned, and how this term the sigma can be used, and arithmetic, what is meant by arithmetic progression, and what is the meaning of that. If the differences of two terms of equal, then arithmetic, which follows the arithmetic series, then what is the uh, first term, second term, sum of the n terms, natural first n natural terms, 2a plus n minus 1 minus 1 by 2. Like that, actually, the sum of the first natural numbers, second and square, sum of the squares of the first natural numbers, sum of the cubes of first natural numbers can find. Sum of the first n natural numbers, n into n plus 1 by 2, sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 2 by 6, sorry, 2 in n into n plus 1 by n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And the sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Like that, these are all just formulas you have to remember. And this is the sum of the first n natural numbers equal to, when we know the first term and difference d and number of terms, that is find out n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the sum of the first n natural numbers. Next, coming to the geometric progression, if a sequence term, each term is a constant proceeding of this ratio of the two terms, successive two terms are equal, then they are following the geometric series or geometric ratio also. We can say that the ratios of complete successive terms is equal actually. That is a common ratio we called here, that is Tn by Tn minus 1. That is nth term by preceding term. That is called common ratio actually. Here nth term is equal to Tn equal to a into r to the power of n minus 1. And further, and how many sum of geometric series, like if you look at a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1, for the sum of the r is greater than 1, if r is less than 1, a into 1 minus r to the power of n by 1 minus r. And suppose infinite geometric series number is, that is the, for that the a by 1 minus r is the sum of the infinite geometric series. These kind of example 1, example 2, 3, example 1 are also example 5, 7. Please look at all these examples, and these are all very important also be. By practicing these kind of examples, you will be definitely benefiting further to understand the concepts on the same similar concepts also be. Definitely it will helpful to you. And further, this chapter actually extension of that examples, exercise C, exercise D, all these all additional question banks are all. Some of the questions are directly related to the questions, and some of them are little consuming time, but for the practicing purpose, you can do both section. These additional questions are also be, you may practice it. Now, just I'm coming to the some of the students' queries, and just one by one, just reading whatever the queries has come from the students. Just coming to that point. Mr. Aditi Vyas, good morning, sir. Good morning, Aditi. And further, Mr. Dhruvel Seth. Dhruvel Seth, MCQ sheet also be refill in black pen. Please see the examination guidelines. This is whatever the guidelines has given, you follow that. Some of the Aditi Vyas, good morning. This is with reference to your message. Like we will get the revision of short time with your guidance. Definitely, it just whatever the things actually guided. Just in the examination point of view, we have given certain guidance. You take care, actually, rest of the things, you prepare well, concentrate well. One question was asked by the Mr. Sneha Gupta. The Sneha Gupta, whether the log table will be come in the question paper. Regarding this is a log table, actually, you have to, the questions are, look at these questions are very simple, and if very big to test the like your understanding the subject related to logic, logarithms only actually, but it is not testing the complete like logarithmic tables like physics students are like that in the examination. But it is not possible to give all the logarithmic tables to all the examination students are also. If the questions are simple, directly you can calculate without any logarithm tables also be. It's a subject to the level of questions are also be simple and easily calculatable also. Some student asked, "Sir, I have not completed my math syllabus till now. Can I pass?" Some student, that his name is Mr. Sadnag, Sadab. Perpetuity is important, or may I leave it? It's a very simple concept. Why you have to leave it actually? Just only one, two formulas only given to related to perpetuity. Just simply understand the meaning of that perpetuity concept, then apply it. And no need to leave this concept also be, since this time value of money is very important and can concentrate and you can devote this topic, all the concepts in the like perpetuity, compound annual growth rate CAGR, and further present value, future value, effective rate of interest. All these concepts are very important. And if you by concept wise also be you concentrate and prepare your own notes also be, especially for this time value of money, you will be definitely succeed in the examination also be. No need to ignore the mathematics syllabus or also be, and you thoroughly concentrate on these topics or also be. Now I'm coming to the next topic is like a very important sets, relations and functions. If you look at the topic sets, relations and functions, sets, from these sets one question, from relation one questions, functions one question. Very simple, very easy. You can easily attempt in the examination, and these questions are all very simple also be. All properties related to A union B, number of A union B, n of A union B union C, and number of terms, and De Morgan's laws, all properties, and concentrate on these formulas, and you will easily attempt in this topic. So further coming to this relation, what type of relations are also be there, and relation are also be easily attemptable. And further functions, F circle G, G circle F, all these products are cross product relations and various types of functions, and all these functions easily attempt, whether it is a function or not also be, all these examples are also be given. Based on the examples, you can easily find out also be. Now coming to the relations are also be one question, whether it is followed the relation or not actually. What kind of relation? Then if it is called certain kind of properties are also be given related to relation are also be. And when it follows, then definitely it is a completely relation set actually. Then you will be easily attempt related to the relation also be. That reflexive property, symmetric property, and transitive property. All these property. If it is follows all these reflexive, symmetric, transitive property, then we call it as an equivalence relation. Then this is a important related to this properties, and look at the Venn diagram related properties. Questions are also how it can be solved. And further related to the summary, just go through thoroughly. What are the properties and what are the just definitions are also be given. Then it will be helpful to you also in the examination point of view. I take break for 5 minutes, then I will come back to you after 5 minutes. Ashok? Mr. Ashok? Good afternoon, students. Welcome back again. Now I am coming to the concepts, basic concepts of differential and integral calculus. Most of the students are feeling that difficult on this topic, differential calculus and integral calculus also. Here, the topics are like differentiation is as simple like simple related to algebraic equations like dimple addition, multiplication, and like derivative of differential coefficients. And with respect to this marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal that is revenue, marginal cost, these applications are very important for the examination point of view also. And how these functions can be related to when the standard formulas are related to differentiation. Just go through it carefully and apply in the examination one by one in the actual numericals. How in the case of algebraic and like applications are coming like multiplication function or like some differentiation function, product functions and quotient functions. Then apply. Then you will easily for each category there is a like a formula or different depending upon the kind of function, like whether it is implicit or like quotient or like multiplication functions are also being. Next one is coming to the application of integration, also geometric interpretation of the derivatives, and further the how this marginal cost, marginal revenue, and related to the profit function, and how it can be maximized, marginal propensity to consume, marginal propensity to save, and their applications are also very important in the future. And maximum of 4 questions may coming related to this topic. This is 2 may be related to differentiation, 2 may be related to the integration also. Integration is also be simple, and it is like basic formulas, or just go through it. Suppose integration of x power n dx equal to there x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. C is a constant and n is not equal to minus 1. That is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, that is x power integration of x power 5 is there, x power 6 by 6, that is x power 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1, that is x power 6. That is n is not equal to minus 1. These are all very important aspects related to integration. Now, method of substitution and variables and also be important, and workout related to these topics. And suppose marginal cost is given in this examination, then if you want to find out the total cost, integrate the function. And if you want to find, suppose, marginal change of the functions or also be, then find out this function also, then area of the function also be. Then the summary is given in the exam, the question, last question. That is very important to understand the entire concepts of the integration also, as well as it's very easy to further understand the whole scenario of the integration also. How best they are asking the examination also. Next important thing is number series, coding, decoding, odd and odd man out, and series actually. This is the like logical reasoning related topic, and this is a very important number series, coding, decoding, and odd man out series. From these 4 questions or chances are there in the examination. One is a number series, alphabet series, like or like odd man out series, coding, decoding, or coding related sums, odd man. 4 maximum kind of questions may be chance of coming from this chapter. Then it's easy to understand also. Next, direction test also be very easy and easy to understand also be, and which direction it is and all going and moving also be based on the directions or also be degrees or like which degrees. Just go through it. This is also four questions or possibilities are there from this topic also be. Next, is seating arrangements, linear, circular, and polygon arrangements are also be there. And this is also easy to then linear arrangements with the 5%, 7%, 9%, or like that actually. Facing on the east, facing on the north, or faced on the like south, then what will be the left, right, who is sitting left hand and who is sitting right and who is sitting third. These positions can be based on that. What is the position of that facing, like which direction also facing, and look at that. That is also one is circular arrangements are also the is very important. This is like a 4 or 6 or 8 kind of like persons are also be generally asking also whether it is a like clockwise direction or like anti-clockwise direction. Just kindly look at. Then next is blood relation also be very important. Blood relation also be relationships are already given in this what kind of relations, and from this topic also 4 to 5 or 6 questions maximum of questions chances are there in the examination point of view also. And in this also the mathematical symbols and characteristics are also be there. Then look at those mathematical characters and symbols, and then how to find out the relationships are also be. And in the photography related questions, who is related to A, and some kind of some logics. Then if you look at that, these questions are not consuming much time also be. This may helpful in the for the attempting in the mathematics or like statistics certain questions. Overall, this may give this kind of topics actually less consuming less time for detecting the answer also be. So these are all simple topics, and you may easily attempt 20 questions. Out of 20 questions from the logical topic reasoning, you will be easily carry that 20 out of 20 or sometimes maximum of 50. Even in the tough situations also 15 questions easily you can easily attempt from this topic also. Topics like logical reasoning, all the topics are very simple also be. Please do it. Those students who are good in logical reasoning and non-mathematics students are also, even mathematics students also, good. Those who are good, they can try to attempt all the questions, and they can get good scoring and on this exam, on this paper also, especially logical reasoning. Now coming to this statistical description of data. From this topic also 3 to 4 questions or 5 questions are easily asking, and how these questions are coming, and collection of data, what kind of tabulation, how many parts of divided. All these questions generally asking same, repeatedly asking. Students are also saying that some of them are easy, and it is easy to understand the concepts in this statistical description of the data topic also be. And please look at this topic, and weightage is followed accordingly. And histogram, what is when from the using the histogram, what is kind of histogram means when they say, and class interval, and you can find out the using the histogram what kind of statistical average can be find out. That is mode can be find out actually using the statistical. Then further this OG curve. OG curve is also a frequency. OG curve, from using the OG curve is a less than cumulative curve and more than cumulative curves are where it is from the using the OG curves. We can find out the quartiles Q1, Q2, Q3, and using the logics BoS, we can find out the quartile deviation also, quartile deviation from this median also be find out from the this section, from this topic also. Next one is look at all these examples, and according to their answers are also be, and come easily attempt from this. Next one is measures of central tendency and dispersion. This is also very important topic. The combined of this chapter 13 and 14, you get at least 20 maximum number of 20 questions are coming from these topics. Maximum in the case if they depending upon the 16 to 20 also be chances are there, or 18 to 20 also. At least 50% of the weightage also be given in these two topics. Concentration of this topic and simple and easy to attempt in the examination point of view also. And it is categorized into like first one is measures of central tendency, based on that like averages are also arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Actually, these are all like based on the positional average is like median. Mode is the like based mode is when it is attempted, means in the kind of that quality controls means when like the shoes manufacturing industries or like government industries, the mode is frequently used actually. Then arithmetic mean has the scientific observation, properties of arithmetic mean. Some of the deviations from the respective mean is mean equal to 0. This is a very important and weighted arithmetic mean, and properties of median. And median, what is this? Is median is applied where it is very importantly applied. This is also when the partition value, deciles, quartiles, percentiles. And coming to the mode, properties of the mode, geometric mean, properties of geometric mean, weighted geometric mean, harmonic mean, and their properties, and weighted harmonic mean. And geometric mean where it is applied, and harmonic mean also be where it is applied. Go through it, and it is easy and simple to attempt also be in the examination also. Next, each category properties are also important. If all the observations are assumed to be variable constant, the A may also be constant actually be. And suppose some of the deviations, algebraic deviations are taken from mean is 0, that is also be 0 actually. Reason. If AM is affected by change of origin and scale, the multiplication or original changes also be changes in by affecting the same origin. Suppose if every item is included some item mean, like some observations are added or subtracted, the original variables also be added or subtracted in the same, like y equal to a plus b bar into x bar actually. This is also important property, just related to mean. If the two groups are containing like n1 and observations x1 bar, x2 bar respectively, their combined mean is n1 bar into x2 bar. These are the properties, and in case of related to this example, median, partition values, and observations when it is when the same property like mean, median, and it is affected by scale and origin also be. Partition were also be mentioned actually. And this is another important property. If the observations are some of the absolute deviations are minimum, when the deviations are taken from the median, this property states that some of the x minus a minimum when it's chosen from the minimum, when if we choose from the a is from the median. This is the important property related to the median. This also when examination point of view also important. Now further coming to the mode, and where in a number of when the items are repeated more number of times is called mode, and the properties related to mode, and the relationship between mean, mode, median equal to mean is like mean minus mode equal to 3 times of mean minus mode. Median, 3 times mean minus mode equal to 3 times of mean minus median, and mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean, also very important. It is this property like a moderately skewed distribution, y equal to a plus bx, then y mode equal to a plus of bx, also be very important. Please work out these examples also again and again. It will help for you for the understanding the further the concepts in the, and as well as the solving the multi MCQs the easily also be. And the geometric mean, and what is the geometric mean, and suppose n terms are there, x1 into x2 x3, and x1 into x2 into x3 up to n terms, and whole to the power of 1 by n. And next further is logarithm of for all observations k is greater than 0, the geometric mean observation also be greater than 0. GM of the product two observations is z equal to xy, then GM of z equal to GM of x into GM of y. The ratio of two numbers are z equal to x by y, GM of z by GM of x by GM of y also. These properties, please look at these properties. And the next one is coming to the harmonic mean. And suppose A to B, two distances are there. This is one vehicle is speed of like 60 kilometers. A to B, this traveling is a constant, distance is constant, and 60 kilometers per hour. Returning is B to A is 40 kilometers. So in that such cases, the harmonic progression is using harmonic mean is also be used. This is very important. And what kind of the properties related to the GM, AM, and this is very important. And median is very important, and median is not based on the other observations also. Median is not much affected by the sampling fluctuation, most appropriate measure for centeredness. This is very important, and median is not affected by much sampling fluctuations, whereas the however, drawback of the mean is this: it is affected by sampling fluctuations. And suppose in one observation smaller value and another observation is the largest value, it is affected when we take into the mean. Whereas it is coming to this quality median, it is not much based on the all observations. We are just a position value only. So it's not much affected by the all time sampling fluctuations are also be, and it is best measure for the open-end classification. In the MCQ examination point of view, median is not much affected by sampling fluctuations, and a median is best measure for the open-end classification. And among all the measures of central tendency, mean is the best one, but it is rigidly different based on all the observation also be. And the mode is the remains under like mean mathematical power. Mode is affected by sampling fluctuations. GM, HM, and AM possess the mathematical properties, and there is a relationship between the AM and AM, GM, and HM. Yes, AM is greater than, GM is greater than or equal to HM. Like that, the properties and AH equal to G square equal to important property also be. Next, I am coming to this very quick this dispersion chapter. When we take the data, the data how it is spread actually, it is absolute measure of dispersion, relative measure of dispersion. When we specify what is meant by absolute and a measure of dispersion and a relative measure of dispersion. Please look at if absolute measure of dispersion is classified into range, standard deviation, standard deviation, mean deviation, and quartile deviation. Like otherwise, following the relative measures of dispersion is the coefficient of range, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of variation, coefficient of quartile deviation. Absolute measure depends upon the unit variable under the consideration, whereas the relative measure dispersion unit free. We can't say that it is comparing with unit. But it is just only in terms of percentages we are comparing. Compared to absolute measure of dispersion, relative measure of dispersion, difficult to compute and compare also. Next one is range. What are the various types of absolute measures of dispersion? Or like range, mean deviation, range. Range is the range is the range. What is the gray means? Suppose we have the observations given in the data. Large number difference between the largest value and the smallest value is called the range actually. If you want to compare the in a day, like a day means temperature, the highest and the smallest that is means recorded in the day. The difference of these two also be we can it is easy to find out the differences also. Comparing the temperature in the same day actually appearing in a climatic change. And range remains unaffected due to change of origin and change of scale actually. But whether it is affected by a change of origin or change of scale or not. Now I'm coming to this y equal to a plus bx. Suppose this formula is very, very, very important. This is called origin and scale. Y equal to a plus b. Y is a dependent variable, x is independent variable. And y range remains unaffected due to change of origin, but affected in the same ratio due to change in the scale. This is called origin. This is B is called scale. That means when addition or multiplied or addition or subtraction variable, two variables are there, range is not affected to the new ones actually. When multiplications are there, 2, 3, 4, like that, this product, depending upon that, new range will be increased like modulus of B into Rx. Range remains unaffected due to change of origin. When 2 increases or 3 increases, increasing some numbers will not affect end of the new range. Whereas the product like multiplying or like division also, it is affected actually. This is the range is affected by scale only, not origin. The same property applicable to rest of the range also be. Next one is coefficient of range is also be very, very important. That is a largest minus smallest value by largest plus smallest into 100. And these are the important properties related to range. Next one is mean deviation, also how it can be computed also. When it is taken from the mean observations, absolute deviations actually. And first we are also find out the mean, and these properties can be when it is the frequencies are given. This is a property coefficient of mean deviation equal to mean deviation by their mean into 100. And next one is median, coefficient of mean deviation taken from the median, sum of xi minus median by n. This is the best measure of all the, when the deviations are taken from median, it is a best measure of among all, median or mode and mean also. Next one is mean deviation, coefficient of mean deviation about median. The properties are also important. And similarly, here also it is applicable. Median is also affected by change of scale only, not origin actually. Not scale only, not origin. The same property here also be applied. The next standard deviation. Standard deviation is we call it as a square root mean deviation, and it is one of the best measure of central measures of dispersion and it is denoted by standard deviation small s, or like for the population it is a sigma. Like that, the parameter is mentioned here. That is the standard deviation formula is square root of summation of xi minus x bar whole square. For a grouped standard deviation means it's when it is frequencies are given. This is summation of square root of summation of f into x minus x bar whole square by n. Next one is coefficient of variation, standard deviation by arithmetic mean into 100. This compared to this is one of the best formula to find out the efficiency of the data, or find out the efficiency of the two batsmen, or also be compared which CV is lower. That would be a best measure of variation is less, is best measure of central tendency. Sorry, best measure of practicing comparing the two batsmen scoring. So who is the best also be. Consistency, for comparing the consistency level also be. Next one is that this to suppose two data the numbers are given, only two data are given. The standard deviation is suppose for two numbers, modulus of a minus b by 2. This is a very shortcut formula for finding the standard deviation of two numbers are also b. And for the find out the standard deviation of the n square minus 1 by 2, 12. So up to suppose we want to find out the first natural numbers, first 4 or 5 numbers. 4 numbers, substitute here n equal to 4, then we can find out also b. Next, combined standard deviation and their properties. All these are very important for the examination point of view. Also, next, quartiles. What are the first quartile, and what is the semi-interquartile range? Actually, this is also very important property. Q3 minus Q1 by, this is upper quartile, Q3 is upper quartile, Q1 is lower quartile. All these are coefficient of quartile deviation equal to Q3 minus 1 by Q3 plus 1 equal to into 100. This is a very important for the examination point of view also. Next one is let's go to the summary. Then what are the important properties, and how the questions are asking also be. And don't worry about these very large questions are asking on, and concentrate on the, if you look at these additional questions are many questions are repeated, the logic are also related to questions are similar and same. So don't worry on that part. Very number of questions are there, and we can't able to read, but concentrate on the concepts point of view, which are useful, and the same logic is applied for everywhere also. Next is the probability and expected value by mathematical applications are also. Probability, some of the students may feel difficult, but some of the students are logically understanding, then it's easy to score well, and it's a very simple and understanding also. Maximum of 4 questions or 5 questions can be coming from this topic, and similarly from the that other topics like binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, and normal distribution. There also be 4 or 5 questions. Combining these two, 8 to 12 questions maximum may come in the examination point of view. What is a classical definition? I'll just go through definition, and what is the properties of the probabilities, and this is the property complementary function P A bar. P A, what is sum of this equal to 1? What is the odds in favor of an event, odds against an event, and such kind of questions. And next one is practice these examples are also, and once you understand these concepts, what is the pack of cards, what is the like a committee, how many members can be chosen, like and relative frequencies, how it can be drawn, and operations of events like complementary events, how can be called axiomatic modern properties of probability, and further using the same probability, conditional probabilities, compound probability theorems can be developed, and theorems related to compound probability theory, and using this some of the concepts easily attempt also be. Please go through its properties and then problems easily find out. This is the example 15.18 is also very, very, very important for the examination point of view. All the properties are very easy and understand. Probability of A given B based on the this compounded probability of A given A intersection B by probability of B, and the probability of B given A, probability of A intersection B by probability of A, probability of A complement given B, probability of A complement B intersection B by probability of B. This can be expressed as probability of B minus probability of A intersection B by probability of B. Just these kind of problems are recently also I had asked in the MCQ, MTP also. Just go through these properties and this example 15.19, and then you can easily attempt in the examination also. Next one is further how can able to attempt the is called probability of expected values, and this expected random variables related properties are also mean, what is variance. These are all very important. Further in the game theory problems are also be, or like in the final expected value of that and variances, what are the properties related to expected values, and when they are in the random variables, then independent expected value of x plus expected of xy. These kind of properties are very important also be. Just go through this additional these questions examples also, and look at this summary. This what is equally likely equivalents and mutually exclusive events and properties, and other properties like these problems are all, and De Morgan's law, and continuous random variables. What is just go through just properties only, and it may definitely helpful in the attempting in the examination for theory-based questions. Next one is theoretical distributions. These are theoretical distribution questions actually based on it's a further extension of the probability only based on the some probability function, similar characteristics, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, normal distribution has been found actually. And a binomial distribution, then characteristics just find out, and what is the specialty mean and variance, standard deviation, how it can be what is the binomial distribution. It is a biparametric distribution also. In the binomial distribution, mean is greater than variance. That is the special characteristics of the binomial distribution also be. And mean of the binomial distribution NP on the variance is NPQ, standard deviation square root of NPQ. These are the just properties, application of binomial distributions, and all these problems, then go through it and apply. Next one is Poisson distribution. Similarly, Poisson distribution is a very small kind of finding success actually. Suppose errors found in a very standard study material, or like accident happened in the very busy road, or like these may examples actually, if you find out actually this is the rarest cases actually happened actually, distribution of printing mistakes, the distribution of number of road accidents in a busy road per minute, the distribution number of radioactive elements, and application of binomial distributions are given. Mean, the special property of the binomial distribution is mean and variance are equal, both are equal. And look at the probability function also be e power minus lambda, lambda power x by factorial x. And x takes value 0, 1 to n, 1 to infinity. Next, by normal distribution or Gaussian distribution also be just important properties of normal distribution. Look at their properties and application of normal distribution. If you go through this examples and based on this logarithm, the distribution like how this normal distribution can be that probability density function 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power minus sigma x bar minus mu whole square. Mu means population mean by two sigma square. And using that the relations, properties, and the standard deviation of these normal distribution is sigma, mean deviation of the normal distribution is sigma into square root of 2 by sigma, and the first quartile, the quartile deviation is equal to 0.675 sigma. These are all the important things, and look at the examples are also be 16.1, 16.2, 16.3, 16.23, and 16.23, and 16.24, 16.25, and try to understand all these examples, then you can easily attempt this examination easily also be. And this is also very important property. Suppose x and y are independent normal variable with mean 100 and 80 respectively, standard deviation 4 and 3 respectively. What is the distribution of x plus y? The property, suppose two probabilities n follows mu1 sigma 1 square plus and n for other distribution follows other means like and variances are mu2 sigma 2 square, and the independent then z of x plus 5 follows mu1 plus mu2. The simple property, the combined studies combined of these two standard deviations, and mean will be combined 100 plus 80. This is the simple, and this is 4 square plus 3 square, that is 16 plus 9, 25, square root of 25 is the 5. This is the answer is 180, 5. This is a very, very important example, and this kind of question may also come. Now coming to the next important topic, students easily understand the correlation and regression. Correlation, what is the types of correlation, positive, negative, and zero correlation, and marginal distribution, conditional distribution, scatter diagram, which is the simplest, easiest way of understanding the for calculating the correlation. Pearson product movement correlation, Spearman's correlation coefficient correlation, coefficient of concurrent deviation methods are also be. And what type of correlations are already discussed: positive, negative, and no correlation will also be. And regression analysis also very, very important. From this topic, 6 questions as per examination point of 4 to 6. Maximum 5 or 6 questions are also be asking from this topic. Next one is index numbers. Index numbers are also be very, very, very important. And go through this before going to just a review of correlation and regression analysis. Just thoroughly go through this. What is the correlation? The square of the correlation coefficient is called the coefficient of correlation, and explained variance by total variation. And what is the coefficient of non-determination? This is the coefficient of determination, r square. This is the coefficient of non-determination, is 1 minus r square. And what is the two regression lines are coincide? r equal to plus or minus 1, or this there is a perfect negative or positive correct. The two covariables are under discussed. If r equal to 0, the correlations are perpendicular each other. About this correlation, these are the important regression coefficient definitions, and what are the characteristics actually if two regressions are parallel each other, they perpendicular each other. Parallel each other means minus 1 or plus 1 are equal to, and and if r equal to 0 means two regression coefficients are, or the r equal value equal to 0 means they are perpendicular each other. About this, and the next one is about this chapter, and related to the r value to the quotient of correlation between two variables in the simple geometric mean of two regression coefficients bxy and byx. One important thing is r byx and bxy have the same signs also be. The quotient of correlation between two variables x and y and simple geometric mean of two regression coefficient, the sign of the correlation coefficient would be the common sign of two regression coefficients are also. These are the important properties of the correlation properties. Next one is very important and easy, and 4 to 5 or 6 questions, actually 4 to 5 or 6 maximum questions are asking from this topic, index numbers. This index number is very easy and simple, and repetitively asking the same questions only all the times actually. And just I have one question, which chapter should be opted when we have no time left also. Some student has asked, he wants to concentrate on certain topics only, and definitely it is easy to say actually we can left certain topics, but as a faculty I can't say that these topics you can ignore also. But certain topics while you can easily attempt. This one among them is statistics, all the topics, and logical reasoning, all the topics, and for certain topics in mathematics you can definitely devote on the time. Repeatedly you concentrate on those topics. When those topics you are confident able to attend 100%. Those topics you should not do any mistakes, and without anything, and that will be definitely helpful to you for getting good marks, or you can pass out from this examination also. Next, coming to this index number chapter, what kind of questions are also be generally asking, and index numbers, price index numbers, quantity index number, value index number, what is what kind of tests of adequacy are the unit test, time reversal test, factor reversal test, what is the test. Here actually like as construction of index numbers, what is simple, aggregative, relative, weighted, aggregative, what is the simple aggregative, right? Index numbers are just like comparison of two ratios of prices from base year, that is 0 is base period and n is the current period. We compare with the current period with the base period, like prices also be, that is the comparison of two prices actually. Here the majorly used is the last pairs price index number, Cauchy's price index number, and like Marshall Edgeworth price index numbers. These are based on the weighted method of index numbers. Last pairs index numbers is based on the base year quantity as weights, current, whereas in POSIS index number, current year quantities as weights. This is the main assumption. And while doing the Marshall-Edgeworth index number, this is the average of the current base year as well as current year quantities. This is the important property. And the next one is the Fisher's ideal index number. We called as the ideal index number. Why it is means it has some properties while testing the adequacy of the index numbers, it satisfies the time reversal test and factor reversal test, both the tests. So we called as it is the ideal index number. It is the geometric mean of the loss pairs and the Cauchy's index number. Just coming to the loss pairs index number, this is the sigma Pn Q naught by summation of P naught Q naught. This is into 100. And Cauchy's index number is a summation of Pn Qn. Qn means the current year quantity by sigma P0 Qn into 100. Whereas coming to the Marshall-Edgeworth index number, it is taking the average of base year and current year quantities as weights. Sigma Pn into Qn, Q0 plus Qn, summation of P0 into Q0 plus Qn into 100. Fisher's index number is the geometric mean of in the examination generally, which is the ideal index number, Fisher's index number. And what is the base, the last pairs index number taking as weights, actually base year quantity as weights, which index number is taking as the current year quantity as weights, and what is the special course of Marshall-Edgeworth index number? It is the characteristics like current year quantity as average of current year quantity and base year quantity as weighted relative method. What is the weightage? So what is the chain index number formula? Just remember all these things actually. And further value index success, what is value index number? This is used for the index numbers in the industries related to index. And what is the deflated value? And next one is tests of adequacy. Unit test is very, very important. And this is a test requires the formulas should be independent of the unit in which the prices quantities are quoted, except the simple geometric of aggregative index number. All the formulas satisfies the unit test. Next one is time reversal test is just like we change the times P01 into P10 equal to 1. In this, the Fisher's ideal index number satisfies the time reversal test. And factor reversal test, sigma P01 into Q01 equal to V01. And this is sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q0. And here the Fisher's factor index number satisfies the Fisher index number satisfies both second, 2 and 3. Circular index number is satisfies based on the simple price index number, simple geometric mean of. Last pair in the examination, sometimes the circular test satisfies last pair's index number, Cauchy's index number, Fisher's index number. None of them actually. The simple geometric mean of price relatives, aggregate, fixed weights made this test actually. Next, look at this, all this important. And in the examination point of view also, such kind of questions are asking all the times actually. And next one is related to the how many tests of adequacy, the 4 tests of adequacy is there. Like the examples, it's already given in the recent question papers are also be. What is the change of when the prices are changing, what is the relative changes in the DA salary and hikes will be benefit for the employee, how much is required based on the inflation rates and requirements are also be. And once again, I would request the students and certain topics like index numbers and logical reasoning topic and all these statistics, you may feel uncomfortable in certain topics and like probability and probability distributions only. But whereas these topics are also repeatedly, if you study based on the examples and online video sections like YouTube channels, which are go through to the ICAI's channel, our faculties are explained well also be related to this topic and practice well. Definitely this will be able to attempt in all these statistics topics are also be. If I feel difficult in the such topics are also be and go through the number of attempts and you prepare your own preparing notes or also, then it gives confidence further attempting in the examination. Now I wish to further say that go through these online sections as well as the of like BoS knowledge portal, timely using and BoS mobile apps. Number of multiple choice questions are also within. You post your queries definitely from the board of studies. We will definitely reach you and solve your queries. Be confident on the examination point of view. Be happy and don't worry and no need to feel tension on the last minute point of view also be and be cool and any queries you may post to the board of studies mobile app also be. Definitely we will reach and we will help in the while solving your queries and we may contact you also be. You may post your queries to BoS mobile apps app also, as well as you may send your queries to nvravi@ica.in also, or like you may call to ICAI Board of Studies my landline number 012030459449 also. With this, I conclude this today's section. I wish you all the best to the students. Goodbye. Thank you all of you. Yes.